We are working on that intro.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
We're gonna get it. Just wait. Okay. Talking about Black Mirror.
Black Mirror episode.
Did you? Okay, you say what you think Black Mirror is, or like describe it.
Black Mirror is a Netflix show. It's only on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix original about. It's a very. What would you call it? I guess like a thrill. It's like not supposed to be scary, but some episodes can be a little scary.
Yeah, it's like psychological.
It's about technology and the different ways that technology affects the future. I don't really know how to describe it. Let me look it up.
Okay, I don't
know how to describe the show. It's like hard.
Yeah, I was looking up like what it is, and supposedly Black Mirror. It's supposed to be like called Black Mirror because it's a mirror on society with dark.
Mhm.
I was like, shoot, that's kind of smart. So thank you to the YouTube video that explained that to me, because I didn't really know it was called Black Mirror. I thought it was just like a thing, or like a company name.
Science fiction.
Yeah, it's science fiction. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's like a little creepy.
Yeah. It like messes with your brain.
That's like the thing I hate about this show. How like disgusting I feel after watching an episode, because it just freaks me out.
But I feel like this season I didn't feel that.
Oh no, yeah, this season was very not Black Mirror-ish.
Yeah.
Like it was like I feel like all of them were kind of good endings.
They were like satisfying endings, kind of.
They didn't make you feel like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's what I just watched.
Which is like to me bad, because I already got used to it. We've been watching Black Mirror for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, we have.
It's kind of crazy. I think Black Mirror is the only Netflix show that has like 7 seasons. Or what is it? 5 seasons. Because Netflix show be having like 2 seasons and then they get canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
That's true.
It's kind of crazy.
Are they like, they're definitely doing a different season, a next season, right?
I think so. They have that YouTube Little Black Mirror thing going on. We don't know what they're doing, honestly.
Dumb.
They're a little bit all over the place. But yeah, Black Mirror is supposed to be like about society and technology. They have an episode about the bees dying. They have an episode about war. Very political, that show.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's very political.
Yeah.
They have an episode about social media.
Oh, yeah.
And about...
Some of them you don't really know what they're about.
Yeah, some of them I don't get the takeaway.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a very just dark take on...
Yeah, things that happen.
The future, but like near future. I feel like it's not very like it's
not
a futuristic show.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's not like Star Trek or something.
Yeah.
It's like maybe 10 years from now, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be less, you know.
Yeah. And sometimes I even feel like it's just present.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of it can just be like, I think only Nosedive that it's like a completely different universe, I feel like.
Yeah, and the one with the treadmills.
Almost
like random.
Yeah.
I think it's
otherwise it's very like just local. I'm pretty sure they're all in like America too, the rest of the episodes. Not America, maybe
UK.
Like the UK.
Like the first couple seasons are UK only.
Yeah.
I think that it's, what is it? Satirical. It's like now, but like exaggerated. Mm-hmm. So it's still now, but just like dramatic.
Yeah.
But I think this season, like usually it's about society as a whole or like a big thing. But I feel like this season they're more like specific to like this thing. If that makes sense.
They're more like storytelling.
Yeah.
Someone's specific story.
Exactly.
Rather than like how it affects our entire society.
Right. So let's get into it, girls. Let's get into Strangling My Mind. Okay.
I will say I love Anthony Mackie a lot in this
so good
episode. He's like really good.
I think they're getting like, I was scared because when they had said they were getting Miley and stuff, like I like that their casting is like random people. Mm-hmm. So when I saw Anthony Mackie too, I was like, what are we doing, girls? Mm-hmm. But he was really good, like he really good.
And his wife, I don't know who her.
I don't know her name, but I've seen her in movies before.
She was really good.
She was really good.
The acting was really good in this episode, I feel like.
I knew what was happening even when they weren't talking, like
Mm-hmm.
And the visuals, very good. Like
oh yeah, the visuals are crazy good.
Okay, let's explain what the show. Okay. The episode is about Anthony Mackie plays this dude who was roommates with another dude. I forget his name. He's in the Get Down. Carl. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let me look it up.
Okay, him and Carl, best friends, whatever. But he's also roommates with his now wife, but at the time girlfriend. So they're chilling, they're cool, they're lit. And yeah, so this is the thing. The only time you really see them bonding is when they're playing that video game, which is Striking Vipers. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't see, like, you see them at the club, but they're not really talking to each other. Like, they're talking to their girlfriends and stuff. Like, you don't see them, like, broing out.
Yeah, they're not, like, yeah. I wouldn't, like, we would only know that they're best friends because they, like, kind of say it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't see them, like, bonding.
Yeah, like, when I'm watching the show, they don't give that best friend vibe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so they're playing the game.
They actually stopped talking for, like, 3 years, right?
So then, fast forward, it's his 40th birthday. He only sees this dude now when it's his birthday. And, like, they don't talk that much, and, like, he's catching up with him. And then immediately, the guy hands him the new Striking Vipers game as a present. And it has virtual reality. He's super psyched. You can tell, like, Carl is more excited about it than Anthony Mackie. Like, Anthony's like, okay. And even in the night, when he's going to play the game, Sis is playing Tetris. Like, he's not trying to play the game like that.
Right.
But Carl invites him to play the game. They're playing the game. Anthony's like, oh, this is cool. Because it's, like, virtual reality, but, like, you also feel everything that's happening.
Yeah.
So he had a broken knee or something. In the game, he doesn't have a broken knee.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, wow. And...
yeah, and they're, like, punching each other.
Yeah.
And he can feel the punches and stuff.
He can feel the punches.
Sensory, like, completely...
Mm-hmm. Okay, but now, immediately when he put that little thing on... that little thing is from another episode.
It's from, like... Be Right Back or something.
It's from, like, every episode. I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, they use that a lot. Didn't they also use that in, what's that? The dating one? The online dating one?
The online dating one. And they use that one in...
where they're, like, memories.
Yeah, when you can rewatch your memories. And the one when it was, like, the guy is testing video games. Mm-hmm. That one. A lot. They use that one in a lot of...
it's a recurring...
yeah.
thing.
And in the San Junipero...
they have that too?
Yeah, like the old people put that on to like whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyways, yeah, so I've seen this little thing before. I know it's not good news.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, this guy's gonna die in this game or something. Because as soon as he puts it on, he like dies. Like they both are like dead on the couch, which is like I knew something was
creepy.
I was like, this is weird. But when they get punched,
they're,
it like
flailing.
Yeah, when they get punched, it shows like scenes of the people like flailing or like.
Just like spazzing around, yeah. It's
so
weird.
You don't have a good feeling watching it. You're like, something's gonna go wrong. But they don't die in the show.
Yeah, they don't die. It's nothing really that dark.
No.
It's just very strange.
So he literally cheats on his wife with the friend, but in the game, the friend is a girl.
Uh-huh.
So you're like, what's happening? The entire time you're like, what? Happens one time, everyone's like, what was that? And like they're over it. Kind of like Anthony's like chill with that because Anthony actually though I was peeping, he was trying to cheat on his wife for a minute because at the birthday party he was talking to that girl, remember?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there was another lady. He was like,
because he's like bored, I guess. Like that was the thing, like he's bored and he wants to find something new to entertain himself with. So this game is this thing. He's, like, a little turned off by it. You can tell that he's not into it. And Carl's kind of like, okay, this is just a game.
Yeah, Carl's like, dude.
It's just a game, right?
Carl's like, bro, it's bro stuff. And Anthony's like, this is cheating on my wife. He's not really mad, like, about anything else. He's just mad that he's cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
So he's like, what? So then they don't, then obviously they go and do it again. And then it's like...
yeah, so they keep doing this.
Yeah.
It's becoming like they do it all the time, like every night.
But I forgot, like, what happened that they stopped doing it? He came over at their house, right?
No. It was because, like... I don't know. I think he just thought it was getting weird.
Yeah, like one day Anthony was just like, I'm done.
No, you know what it was?
What?
I think he said, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so
what it
funny.
was. He said, I love
That
you
was
after.
so
So
funny.
they, like, finished doing their stuff. And then he's like, oh, I love you. And he's like, what the hell? Exit game. And he, like, leaves. And he's like, okay, we can't do this because now this is really cheating because now you love me.
But the whole time he was trying to send him, like, X's and O's in the text.
Yeah.
So what's T, Anthony?
I know.
You little liar.
He's just confused. He's just like, I don't know.
I don't think he's confused. I think he knew what was happening, but when he heard that I love you, he was like, this is serious now.
Far,
yeah, like, this is for real. And, like, I don't even say I love you to my wife anymore.
Yeah.
You know? So he's like, we finna stop. So they stop, and the wife is like, the wife gets hit on too, but she doesn't cheat on him because she's trying to have a baby, another baby. So, you know, they're on
that.
But
she feels his distance.
Yeah,
and
she
that's
knows
why
she's,
she,
like,
kind of, like, gives into it for a second.
Yeah.
Like, a guy's flirting with her, she's a little flirting back, but she says from the jump, like, no, I'm married.
girl, I'm married.
But, like, she feels that her husband's getting distant for no reason. Like, he's not trying to have a baby with her. And she's like, are you serious? Like, we've been trying to have this baby, but it's not going to happen if you keep acting stupid. So,
like, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
Yeah,
and he's like, girl, it's nothing. It's nothing. Lie straight through his teeth. I was like, girl. Mm-hmm. But then.
It's his birthday.
Yeah, again. So they don't have a party, or they do? I don't know. But she invites the friend over. She's like, you've been talking about how you don't have friends, basically. Or, like, you don't do anything. So I invited your friend. And the friend comes. Miss
Like
Carl
nothing.
is like, hey, girl, what is good? And so they're talking, and Carl's like, we're doing this tonight. Do it. And Anthony's like, what? And then they do it again. And then, but I don't know what happened. They had to meet up after.
Because he was saying, like, if I want to prove, like, once and for all, this is just, like, a game.
Oh, it's just a game, yeah.
It's just a game. So he's like, meet me in real life so we can really see if it's just a game or if there's... Because whatever Carl was trying to say, like, it's not just a game anymore. Like, now I really feel, like, attracted to, like, your character in this game. And, like, he was saying, like, this is more than that. Like, this is, like, a real thing. It's not just, like... Because apparently, I don't know.
There's just a lot going on there.
Yeah, so the guy's like, it's not real. It's just a game, but, like, let's meet up in person and see if it's real.
Right. So they meet up, and they're like... And then... Is it real? Nobody knows. They just start fighting, which is weird because in the game, they're supposed to be fighting. And they don't fight until real life. That kind of blew my mind. When they started fighting in the street, like the game, like Street Fighter, life. I was like, shoot, Miss Netflix got a little bit of a loophole here.
Yeah.
Or what is it? A full circle. Mm-hmm. So they start fighting. Police comes. Police doesn't shoot them. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So then they go to jail. And the wife picks him up. And the wife is like, period, you need to tell me what's going on. Period. Like, period, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I think he tells her.
He tells her. Just... Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, the conversation ended, and then it, like,
it flashes.
Like, a year later, I think.
Okay.
But they hadn't been talking at all for that entire year.
We don't know that, though.
No, they hadn't, because then he came to, no. Because she told him, and then it's his birthday, and for his birthday, her gift is, like, you can have one night.
The virtual reality thing. And then she gives him, she can take the ring off and go to a bar.
And probably sleep with someone else.
So basically they cheated on each other for one night.
Which, but it's like it's like a modern take on, like, an open relationship.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which is
odd.
I'm not, like, into open relationships.
And why would you want your open relationship one a night to be on a video game? Can you go to the streets?
Right.
Well, what is going on? But
anyways,
that was his fantasy.
That's his present, and, like, she gets to do her thing. But then they, like, go back to, like, living a normal life for 1 year, and they just do it, I think, every year for his birthday. Because she hands it to him, like, oh, happy birthday.
And they show the calendar, like, on his birthday. He is, like, it marked.
Mm-hmm. So weird.
I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say because it was kind of confusing at first.
I think, like, it was a very slow start to this episode. I remember
I was
the beginning,
like, yeah.
But I guess I enjoyed the episode. Like, once I finished it, it was like, okay, that was weird. I don't know if I like this episode, actually.
I wasn't mad at it, but I was just like, that was so long to explain such a simple concept to me. Yeah. To me, it was a simple concept. Like, married life versus single life, Tetris versus striking vipers. Like, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I guess the whole thing, like, he was a woman in the game, made it, like, different and, like, ooh. Yeah. But I don't know. To me, I think Carl's character was way more interesting than Anthony's. So I would have, like, been way more interested in seeing his thing. Like, we only got, like, glimpse of him, like, of his life. Like, to me, in the beginning, he had a different girl. Then when he was 40, he had a different girl. And then now he's dropped girls. He's only with cats and video games. And it's like, what's his story? What's I want to know more about him more than I care about Carl, who's just, like, bored.
Me too, because, like, he's
so interesting. He picked only ladies.
He's a little twisted.
He was only picking the girl. Like, he was telling Carl, like, I've been playing this game with everyone. And
he was, like, being every single character.
But he was always be the girl.
Really?
Yeah, he said he would be the girl and he would, like, try with every other character, but it wouldn't work. But he would always be the girl, so I'm like, what's tea with you?
It would have been interesting and weird.
But that's the point. Like, that's Black Mirror. But that's
Black Mirror,
yeah. This was, like, Black Mirror for, like, a bored old 40-year-old.
It was very safe.
Like, yeah, way too safe. They played
it very safe. This entire episode, even though it was a very strange concept, but
it's so safe.
It was very,
I didn't want them,
they didn't, like, step out of the comfort zone.
Right.
Which is what they're supposed to do.
Right. Like, halfway through, I didn't know where it was going. Like, it wasn't like I knew everything that was going to happen. It was so predictable. It wasn't that. It was just, like, when it was over, I was like...
They could have taken it.
You could have done a lot. Yeah. I didn't want them to die in the game or anything. Like, at first, I was like, we're gonna die in the game or something. Or get stuck in there. I didn't want that later on. I was kind of invested. But I was like, I don't know. This could have ended... I don't want the wife to pull lemonade either. I don't really know what I want. That's the thing. Black Mirror, that is your job to tell me what I want. You know what I'm saying?
But not that.
Yeah, the ending was just too safe and, like, kind of like, okay. Yeah. But I guess they wanted to be realistic. They're doing way more realistic this season.
I think of all the episodes, this like, story was the most interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like the other two were very predictable, both of them. Mm-hmm. But this one was very, like, twisted and different and very interesting. Like, it was such a great concept. It's just very poorly executed because it was so safe.
Exactly. Sorry. Okay, so this is the thing. The same director who did this did Be Right Back. What is Be Right Back?
Be Right Back, I'm pretty sure, is the one about the husband? The husband.
The husband who, like, comes back to life, kind of.
Yeah, Be Right Back.
So he did Be Right Back and San Junipero, which are some of my favorite episodes.
I don't like Be Right Back.
You don't?
That one is so boring. Like, so boring to me.
I love that one because it's, like, weird. Those concepts are more weird to me. Okay, for those who don't know, Be Right Back is, like, she buys a robot with her husband's, like, consciousness because her husband died.
And her husband, it's like a clone
of her husband. It's like a clone of her husband. And then San Junipero is, like, everyone is, like, when you're old, you download your consciousness onto a cloud. Mm-hmm. And you get to, like, pick a year and live in it forever. Way more interesting concepts than this.
Yeah. No,
like, at least the concept
was a good concept. I really think it was an interesting concept.
Okay, then execution.
The execution, just... like the end of the story,
or
the whole entire, like, perspective of this concept was not right.
I feel like it had so much potential, and I was invested, but by the end I was like, girl, come on now. But again, like I said, I don't know what I want, but I think it was still an okay story. Like, it was good. I think the more, like, Be Right Back for me isn't that interesting visually, like, the aesthetic of it. San Junipero is very interesting, like, the pretty colors and the 80s thing.
Oh, that's a beautiful episode,
So pretty. This one was pretty. It had pretty scenes, but again, it would jump back to him in the office. Like, I don't care about him in the office. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to see the game. What's up? What? Jump off that building. Let me see some, you know?
Right.
Nothing. They didn't really take advantage of that, but...
yeah.
That's okay. Recast Anthony Mackie and something else. And the other guy. The other guy was a good actor, too.
I think all of the
acting
was really good.
Everyone involved.
The acting was great. Visuals were great. Concept great.
Black Mirror-ness.
Just the take on it.
Yeah.
Could have been so much more Black Mirror-ish.
Yeah. But what you gonna do? We kind of just have to take this one.
Yeah.
Smithereens now, which...
Everybody hates Smithereens.
I think that's
everybody's least favorite.
But it's not good.
It's not great, but I actually didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it. It had some nuggets.
What do you mean?
Like some good parts that I was like, oh.
I really loved that character, the guy who got kidnapped.
Oh my god.
I loved him. I wanted to hug him the whole time.
He was so good. Like this man was... Okay, let's start over. Yeah.
So this episode is based on... Not like... It's the story of this guy who is like... he's an Uber driver and he only... Pretty much
fake Uber.
Fake Uber driver. What was it called?
No, I don't know.
Anyway, he's an Uber driver who it starts about him at the company Smithereens. He's picking up a person from Smithereens, and then he goes back. So you can tell that like this is his like spot. Like this is where he wants to pick up his customers from Uber at Smithereens. And like honestly didn't think that was weird at first because I'm pretty sure that's what you do in Uber. I'm pretty sure.
No, I thought it was weird because when the girl got in the car, the first girl.
Oh well, yeah, he's like looking at his mirror a lot.
No, not that. But she was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be here so fast. Like, why are you here so fast?" And he was like, "Haha, was in the area, haha," because he has like a weird like tick.
Yeah.
So that I was strange. Like, this man about to do something. But.
So whatever. After that part, like where he's picking up this girl, then he goes to like an AA meeting, kind of not AA, but like a
therapy group.
And it's I think for the families or like the loved ones of somebody who's loved one passed away, and like I don't even know how to describe it. You know, like the group is for like people whose family members have passed away. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So then he meets this lady, and this lady, her daughter killed herself, and she's going to that therapy group just like him for some like comfort and relief. They meet, they kind of like get together, they have like a one-night stand. Yeah, I didn't get this part of the. This part meant nothing to me, like at all, because. Then, like, she's, like, trying to get into her, like, daughter's, like, Gmail account, basically. Because she's trying to find out the reason for her killing herself. So, this is, like, kind of an important part of the story because it ends up going back to this. But it's not important at all because we don't have any connection to this character.
It doesn't do anything to the plot.
It doesn't do anything to the plot. It, for some reason... sticks with the character that we're more concerned about, that guy, the Uber driver. He like is like, he watches her like trying to find the password, and it like sticks with him, like he so anyway, then he goes back to Smithereens, picks up a guy, and this guy, I forgot to mention, the first girl, she didn't actually work at Smithereens, she was just like visiting, I guess. And this guy, he actually works, or he says he's an intern at Smithereens.
He doesn't say that at first. He just says, like, I work there. Yeah, and so then the guy's like, boom, I'm kidnapping you.
Yeah, so he's like, okay, perfect, you work here, I'm kidnapping you. He goes an alternate route to the airport.
Which the kid didn't even notice because he was on his phone.
The kid was on his phone the whole time. He was like suited up, like he looked legit, but like so out of tune with everything. Yeah. So this guy's like, okay, perfect. I'm taking him to like the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna take the gun out and basically threaten him if you don't get me in touch with the head of the company,
CEO,
the CEO of the company who basically invented the whole Smithereens thing. So. The guy's like, what the hell? No, I'm just an intern. He's like, no, I just need to deliver this, like, jacket. Like, that's literally all I need to do. Like, I don't actually work there. I don't know anybody. This is, like, my first week. He's like, just leave me alone. He's like, are you stupid?
For a second, he was going to leave him alone. No, he was thinking about it because he was staring at him for so long. No,
he wasn't going to leave him alone. He's just mad that, like, he's not actually a significant person. Yeah. And he's like, are you serious? He was like saying like all these dumb companies they have like they hire everybody who looks young.
Yeah, he's like so mad at everything.
He's so mad.
Why are you wearing a suit? Why are you wearing a suit? I couldn't stop laughing. His character was so like well developed.
Yeah, really it was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the actor was really good too. But anyway,
he was gonna put him in the trunk. Then he was like, no, just get in the back. Like, just relax.
Just relax. Yeah, the guy is like kind of
freaking out.
He's freaking out, but he's kind of calm. Like,
no,
actually,
but he threw up. Remember?
Yeah, he threw up.
He's
He's obviously. Insane. I mean, like, he's freaked out. He's being kidnapped, but he's like trying to work with him. Like, he's not like trying to escape. He escaped like kind of once for a second, but like he's kind of compliant. Like,
I guess so. Yeah.
Whatever. So anyway, the police find them, and he like parks his car in the middle of the field, and the police like are giving him distance because he has a gun on him. And yeah, and he's like, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna like surrender until I talk to this guy on the phone, the CEO. So they end up getting in touch with him, right? Somehow, like, there's a whole story.
It was kind of hard, but they finally got to him.
He was like on a retreat.
Yeah, like, he's like doing yoga in a mountain.
Yeah, he's like meditating. He didn't have his phone on him. Big thing. End up finding him, but they're also tracking him at the same time because his company basically, like the people who worked at the company got more information on the guy than the cops.
Yeah,
the cops were basically useless, and so they get in touch with him. They talk to him. The guy talks to the guy. I keep saying the guy talks to the guy. The Uber driver talks to the CEO. And basically says, like...
And the CEO's like, girl, what the heck do you want? But the CEO wanted to talk to him from the beginning. Like, the CEO wasn't, like, rude and, like, annoying. He was like, just let me talk to him. And then he talks to him. And then he tells him.
And then he tells them that his wife died in a car accident because the guy was on his phone checking his Smithereen account. And he's like, I know it was my fault, even though... the like police said it was the drunk driver. Everybody died except for this guy in this accident, except for the Uber driver. And the Uber's like, no, I knew my whole life I'm guilty because I checked your stupid page and you're the reason. Like, I just want you to know that people, like, he's basically saying like it's his fault for creating this whole thing. And then the CEO's like, yeah, this was never my intention. Like, I started with an idea and then I just like lost control of my own company and everybody started taking over. And then it just became this like toxic thing and it's not my fault, basically. And the guy's like, I don't care.
I know, the guy's like, shut up.
Shut up. I'm telling you my story.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, the whole thing is like he killed his own wife because of the page that he was checking. And he just felt guilty and he just needed to get that off his chest and, like, finally admit it to the world, but also to this guy.
I don't know why.
And
kind of random.
Whatever. And then the guy's like, okay, like, now that you've told me, like, can you please let this guy go? And he's like, yeah, I'll let him go, but I'm going to kill myself. Or something, right? Like, he was like, okay, but I'm done. Like, I need to leave. I need to get out, basically, of this world. And so then he's like, is there anything I can do to, like, get you to not, like, shoot? And he's like, okay, yeah, one thing, you need to give this girl her password to her daughter's account. Dumb. Like, okay. At the end, we don't even know what was in, like, what does that do?
She didn't see what, she, like, logged in, but we didn't see what was in the account. I thought something in the account was gonna link back to them or something.
Yeah, so wait, it just ended that way, and that's it. Ended.
Well, okay, so then the boy that gets kidnapped is, like, trying to convince him. He's like, listen, my uncle killed himself, and it ruined my family. Like, don't do this. So he's convincing him, and they're, like, struggling over the gun, and then someone gets shot. You don't see who gets shot. And then it shows everybody looking on their phone. It shows the CEO looking at his phone, and he's like, oh my God. But he's not, like, screaming, but he's kind of like, ugh. And then it shows everybody, like, getting a notif that, like, somebody died, probably from the news or something. But they all just keep going on with their lives. And then it ends.
Yeah.
Which is, like, but...
Yeah, but honestly, it was predictable. I knew this was going to happen. I knew they were going to get on the phone. I knew exactly what the story was going to be.
I didn't know that was going to be the story.
I knew it was going to be like, everybody's addicted to this thing and you're killing people. Yeah. And then I knew that in the end he was just going to shoot himself or kill himself. I thought it was going to be like he was going to kill himself. It wasn't necessary. He didn't actually kill himself. The police shot him, right?
No,
the police shot him.
No, he shot. Someone in the car died. We don't even know who died in the car.
Yeah, but then the police shot. Then the lady was like, okay. No,
she didn't have a clear shot, and she was like,
no, this is what happened. He shot, it didn't hit anybody, but like the guy was like, oh my god, like you just, like it rang off, they're gonna think I'm shooting you, and then they're like both freaking out, and then that's why the police is like, all right, shoot.
But the girl was like, I don't have a clear shot, and she's like, just shoot anyway, like shot is authorized.
Yeah, shot is authorized.
And in the beginning of the episode, they were talking about how they had a problem last time, how they shot someone and like they didn't have a clear shot too.
Yeah,
or, like,
but she ended up shooting, and that's where it ends.
Yeah, but we don't know
because they're both freaking out in the car, and they're like moving, and then they think that the guy's trying to kill the other guy, but he wasn't. He was just trying to like calm him down.
Yeah, I
don't know.
So I think this story is dumb because of the message, not because of the actual story. I guess I don't really mind the story, but I thought the message was gonna be way bigger. The white guy was really likable. Honestly, I didn't mind. I couldn't bring myself to hate him because I knew he wasn't gonna kill a guy, and he just wanted to talk to this CEO. So I'm like, I don't really hate this guy. He's actually really likable. Anytime the black guy was like uncomfortable or something, he'd like be like chill and like help him. Mm-hmm. And he lied to him, told him he didn't have a gun. So like because the guy was having a heart attack, the black guy, and he was like, no, I don't have a gun. Relax. And he was like, oh, okay. But then we brought out the gun. And he was like, ah! So like, I honestly love the white guy. Honestly, I love the black guy and the white guy.
Oh, I love that guy.
I didn't hate any of the
I wanted to hug the kidnapped guy.
I know, the kidnapped guy. But the police were kind of annoying because they did nothing. They were useless. Absolutely useless. All they did was
the
have
only thing
gun.
I'm pretty sure was probably shot the white guy. I think that's what happened.
I don't know. Because if they want a Black Mirror ending, they would have shot the black guy.
They said, I don't have a clear shot. She said, shoot anyway. She shot twice. They authorized it twice.
2 shots.
I don't think she killed both of them.
You never know. And that would be way more Black Mirror to be a commentary on the police and how they just kill anyone. If they have to. And it would have made sense when everybody was like, ugh, because nobody cares anymore when black people die. When you get a note of the police, honestly, are we shocked? No.
No. That's what I'm saying. So nobody was like a shocking ending.
Nobody was looking at their phone like, oh my God, you know? Because you know what they were looking at their phones when it was happening. Yeah. The kid was like uploading it on Twitter.
I remember there was like, the kid was like going crazy. Like he's like, oh my gosh, like this is happening, posting tweets and stuff. Yeah. And then they said like, then when everybody thought he didn't have a gun, he was like, are you kidding?
Yeah, he tweeted that he had a gun or something.
Yeah, he's like, and then the police is like, he's not armed, everybody. Like, we can just go get him. Yeah, and then the guy who's like posting everything on Twitter, he's like, he's not armed. Are you serious? Yeah. He's like mad that he doesn't have a gun. I'm like, oh.
And the hashtag is like a lame hostage thing. And so the guy, I don't know if the guy like tells on the phone or if he tweets that he does have a gun. Or something. I think he said it over the phone.
I don't know.
Who cares? The point is, the police was absolutely useless. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think it was really interesting. The best part of the whole thing was like how the company was like telling them all this information. Like the company's more powerful than the police at this point, which is like probably true.
Yeah.
What else did I like?
Negotiator character useless.
He was so dumb. I was like, what is this guy's
What was the
purpose?
point of he just like drives away?
Yeah, like okay.
The whole login thing was useless because we don't know what ended up happening to that.
I think like it's morbid, but I think it's more interesting if they both died at the end, and that's why like nobody really. Well, no, I don't know. I think the black guy died because nobody cared.
I think they both died.
Maybe they both died.
I think they both died. Nobody cared. Everybody checked their phone and was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
and,
like they didn't
kept
care.
moving on with their life.
Like they were more interested when it was happening than after. Mm-hmm. After they were like, okay.
Yeah.
They referenced a whole bunch of episodes. Like when the guy was looking at his phone, what was trending was Ashley O. Mm-hmm. And like. This is really random and old, but like the pig stuff was the pig and the president. That was trending.
It was?
Mm-hmm. On the like big screen where they like call the Twitter headquarters or the Facebook headquarters and it's like a hashtag thing. One of the hashtags was like something pig related and the president.
Oh, wow.
They do their little references. I like that when they do that because I think it's all in one universe, which is interesting.
Yeah, possibly.
Other than that, if the message wasn't that police kills anybody and police is useless, and the message was really about the phones, which is like the more obvious message, that's a really boring message. Because that just is like a glorified don't drive and text PSA. Like, girl.
Yeah.
I don't really know
it
what
was
you want me to do with
just dumb.
this.
It was kind of a dumb concept and very predictable.
Yeah.
Not shocking at all. It didn't like plot twist on you. It was exactly.
It would have
what
been a
was
plot
gonna
twist if
happen.
they would have clarified that the black guy died.
Yeah, they didn't clarify anything. It would have been a plot twist if that login actually was like creepy and like she logged in and there was actually something interesting.
Yeah.
They just cut it off as soon as she logged in. Nobody knows what happened to that little girl.
Why'd she die?
Nobody knows. I had no connection to that whatsoever.
They like made it such a big deal. Like the password was the name of a boat and something. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean? We don't.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe they'll revisit that.
Hopefully, because that was
That'll
really
be
boring.
interesting.
This reminded me of like a couple of seasons back when they had the episode where the teddy bear was president and like a lot of flop episodes that were so boring. I hope they do something with that too, but like, you know, they have a couple flops in there.
Yeah.
Striking Vipers is miles ahead of this to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The acting was still really good though. Like I liked all the characters.
Yeah.
Except for like a couple that were boring, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want to see that black guy in something else. He was really good.
He was really
really
good.
likable.
Yeah, I really love that kid.
I hope he didn't die, but I probably did. Okay. So then we get to Miss Ashley L, Rachel, Jack, and Ashley too.
Okay, this is your favorite?
I think so. Just because, okay, I want to explain this one. Because it's like, I think it's like, let me just explain what happens. Homegirl is Rachel and her sister Jack, and they're in this new city because their dad is like moved to a new city. No friends. Her only friend or like interest, really her only interest, is Ashley, who is a pop star, and she loves her music because it's positive. And she's like, yeah. And then Pop Star releases Ashley 2, which is like a little like Ashley robot series that you can have, and it's like your little chia pet, and you're like talking to her.
It's like an Alexa.
But it's like her, like it's her brain.
Her personality.
Yeah, it acts like her, it talks like her. Nice. So she's with her Ashley 2, she's living. But they also show glimpses of Ashley. She's announcing Ashley 2, and then when the screen turns off, she's like, I hate
miserable.
This. Yeah, miserable. She's miserable with her aunt, who's her manager, telling her what to do. She goes home, she writes like really depressing songs. She's supposed to be taking anxiety medicine that she's not taking. She is unhappy.
Not even anxiety medicine. It's medicine to make her like think.
Oh yeah, like numbing medicine.
It's like medicine to make her make songs.
Yeah, which is like, girl.
Dumb.
A lot of like strange things. The mom or the aunt doesn't care about her health. The aunt is like, girl, you haven't written an album. We need one.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? So.
But like at this point, Ashley still thinks her aunt is her friend. Like she still doesn't hate her. I mean, obviously, like this aunt is making her take medicine that she doesn't want to take. But like, remember when she wakes up and like her aunt tricks her into thinking like, I understand exactly how you feel, like you just don't feel like you're making the music that you want and stuff, and she's like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
No, but she was telling her like, you need to tell me what's wrong, like what's actually wrong. And she told her like, I've been telling you what's actually wrong, and you just give me medicine. And then, okay, by the way, she's been like not taking her medicine, and they found her on camera because they put a camera in her dressing room. They found all her medicine. So she's like, oh, now that you say medicine. And she pulls out the tin with all the medicine in it. And the girl's like, Ashley's like, what that? So, no, actually doesn't act dumb. She's like, and what? You've been feeding me medicine, and that's why I'm going to take you to court. And she, like, says all these legal terms. Like, girl, she read her contract. And she knows that, like, she wants to get out of her contract.
Yeah.
And the aunt is like, no, baby girl, I put all this medicine in your food, even to pass out now. And she does. She passes out. And meanwhile, Rachel's with her Ashley too. She's living her life. She's going to go to a talent show. Period. And her sister hates the Ashley too. I don't really know why. Yeah. But she's like,
just because she's like edgy and like she's like, you weird stan.
Yeah, like, why do you love this thing so much? She's kind of bitter. But anyway.
Yeah, but she also kind of cares about her sister.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's like, whatever.
She's just like that edgy older sister who thinks it's dumb that she's like obsessed with a pop star.
Yeah.
But like she kind of like lets her be until like after the talent show, and she gets embarrassed.
Yeah, so at the talent show she's like living her life, but she flops because she falls. She's doing the Ashley 2 dance and she falls, and the sister was like, "That's it, girl, I'm throwing this junk away." But she doesn't throw it away. She just puts it in the attic. But she lies to her and tells her she throws it away. They're fighting, right? At the same time they're fighting, Ashley and her manager aunt are fighting, but her aunt put her in a coma. It's in the news. She's in a coma. Oh my gosh.
Aunt tries to profit off this.
Yeah, the aunt is like she's crying on screen.
But then she's like, but Ashley is such a musical genius that she's thinking about music and thinking out songs in her dreams.
Like, girl.
So we're going to extract these songs that she's written in her dreams or in her coma, and we're going to make them into an album.
And mix them.
And get like a, what is it called? A hologram version of her.
Yeah.
And like make her, this is basically like her coma version of her.
Like her coma album.
Yeah, literally. That's exactly what it is.
And Ashley can't do anything because she's literally in a coma. So then what? Oh, but Ashley said that she writes her songs in her dreams before. So when she's doing her dream songs, she will scream, like do screamo songs. And then
because she's mad.
Because she's angry. So you can tell she's conscious a little bit. And so then the aunt will just mix them and make them more pop. And then the girl, like, her little meter will go up like she's mad. So, like, you get little glimpses of Ashley still, even in a coma, which, girl, you are powerful. So then, when Rachel finds out that the girl didn't throw away her sister didn't throw away her Ashley too, she brings it out, but she doesn't feel like turning it back on because she's kind of over it. She's like, girl, this thing made me embarrass myself. So she just has it there. This is like an Alexa, so if you say Ashley 2, it will wake up. So, Rachel's watching the news, kind of, not really. She's, like, not really invested in Ashley as much anymore, because she's in a coma.
Yeah.
So,
she's she's not, like, doing anything, and she's also still kind of mad about the talent show.
Yeah, she's pretty mad about it. So, the news says Ashley 2, like, when it's explaining the coma situation. So, Ashley 2 wakes up, and she sees everything happen. And they had been having problems with Ashley 2's malfunctioning. So I'm guessing other Ashley 2s had seen the news as well. Yeah. They're all watching the news. All the Alexas are watching the news. And they're freaking out. But instead of, like, throwing it away or whatever, Jack feels bitter or, like, feels guilty about lying to her. So she takes the Ashley 2. They go to their dad's basement. And their dad is, like, a professional rodent, like, peaceful rodent killer. And he has all of this technology that he uses on rats. So Jack is like, let's just plug it in with this thing and see if it works. Which is interesting, but we'll get to that later. Yeah. So they unlock the Ashley 2 by pressing a bunch of random buttons. And now the Ashley 2 isn't just like a little bit of Ashley, it's the entire Ashley consciousness. Which is not a new concept to Black Mirror. We understand. Like, it wasn't like crazy different. Yeah. So Ashley 2's like, girl, we finna get her out of there. And Rachel and Jack are like, you're a robot. Like, what are you talking about, you little robot? And the first thing that Rachel said was like, I'm such a big fan.
I know, yeah. It was like supposed to like mock stan culture, I guess, by like that's the first thing you have to say. She's like, I'm such a big
to the robot.
And the robot's like, okay, shut up, take me back to Ashley.
Yeah. So Jack is like, no. And then she's like, yes. So they convince Jack to drive them. They do this whole thing, pretend to be exterminators, and they get up to where Ashley is. Meanwhile, the aunt is presenting the new Ashley hologram to the world, and it's a whole new conference, whatever. So Ashley 2 is in there. She's like, distract the security. I'm gonna wake myself up. But instead, she pulls the plug on herself, which is like kind of interesting. And she's like, period, y'all. When they come up and they're like, why'd you just kill yourself? And she's like, period. I wouldn't want to be alive. Like, that's not the tea. I'm trying to, like, just let me die. And Rachel and Jack are like, are you dumb or are you stupid?
No, because like, then they're going to think that they killed her. That's
exactly.
why they were worried. Because this
but
is
also
a robot.
Because Rachel loves...
And because, they love Ashley. And, like, Ashley's a whole pop legend. Yeah. And they just killed a pop legend. So they're like...
Who's going to believe the little theory, like, killed her? So they're like, and meanwhile they're standing there. The doctor that's friends with the manager gets alerts that like Ashley's like something's happening. Mm-hmm. So he goes there and he's like, and the girl's like,
no. Ashley's pretending to be.
Oh no! Wait, before all of that, Ashley wakes up.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, so she's not dead, and they're like trying to get her out of the bed.
She's like freaking out. She's like, what's going on? But as soon as she wakes up, the guy is also coming into the house. So she, like, goes back to bed and kind of, like, pretends she's asleep,
like,
the guy
she's, like, locked in. She's, like, woken up, but she's locked in. Mm-hmm. So the guy's like, I'm just going to put you back in a coma.
And then Jack comes and, like, electrocutes him or, like, smacks him in the head.
Yeah, she takes the thing he was going to put her in a coma and injects him with it.
Oh.
So he's dead. So now Ashley's awake and she's like kind of understands what's happening because she wasn't really in a coma. She like knew what was happening a little bit. But she was still like shook. So then Ashley 2 is like filling her in. Ashley 2, which is her.
The robot.
In a Siri version. And she's like, what? And so then like she tells her like we're the same person. She's like, no, we're not. And then she tells her like super personal stuff. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Me. She kind of knew that there was like a borderline on the
there's like a limit to
it. So she knew like they were capable of being the same, but she didn't know. So they're like, we're going to where the aunt is and we're gonna end this. So that's what they do.
Aunt's in the middle of like a press conference, basically like introducing the world to the new fake Ashley. And they show up, crash the car into there or something. Yeah. I don't even know how they got in.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And the aunt's like, ugh. So then, flash forward to the end. Ashley's making her rock music that she wanted, and she's playing with Jack, who like is edgy and plays guitar. Mm-hmm. But she's never played guitar before. Like on stage. So she's finally playing on stage. Rachel's in the crowd with her, Ashley too. She's like tentative, but she's into it. A loyal stan. Mm-hmm. A couple other stans are in there, but then they leave, and then that's how it ends. Okay.
Happy ending. They made the music. She ends up making the music that she wants. Mm-hmm. Everybody's living happily ever after.
All right. Okay, your comments first.
Like not at all Black Mirror-ish at all. I don't think.
Very Disney Channel.
Super like just twisted like Hannah Montana movie. Exactly. It's literally the Hannah Montana movie. But, like, just, like, I don't know, like, a little bit twisted. But nothing of it was, like, scary.
Yeah.
It was completely fine. Like, I feel like anybody could. The only thing that was, like, really bad about this was, like, how much Ashley cusses. Like, she cusses so much.
Yeah.
The little robot version of her. She just, like, goes on a freaking rant, starts cussing everybody out. But otherwise, it was very, like, kind of wholesome.
Okay, this is my thing. Like, Black Mirror has their couple wholesome episodes, but they'll have, like, really interesting technology in it. So, in this technology, I guess it was the same consciousness technology. But that wasn't even, or, like, AI with the hologram. But that wasn't even the technology that was interesting to me. The interesting technology to me was how was they getting those songs out her brain?
I know.
That was interesting. That was the creepiest part for me. That's how you know my tolerance has gone way up. Like, it wasn't that she was in a coma and she had a Siri looking like her. That's not interesting.
No, yeah.
The interestingness was
how they were making albums out of her thoughts.
Literally, when you saw them, like, touch a couple buttons and turn the screams in her mind into, like, kind of a hit. I was like, whoa, that's way more interesting. Focus on that, or focus on... I was more interesting on the darkness of the aunt manager. Honestly, Rachel and Jack's story, really boring.
Super boring.
Really boring. I get what they were trying to do. They're trying to, like, comment on stan culture, which it didn't really do much for me. It wasn't, like, that accurate or new. That was, like, maybe stan culture in the 90s, but with a futuristic tone.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like stan culture right now. We've changed, and we're a little bit crazier, actually. So, you know, like, maybe you want to update that. But, like, the way I know, like, if Ariana dropped a Siri, everybody would mostly be roasting the Siri, not like, yes, teach me how to dance. Let's do a talent show. Like, it was really, like, weird in that sense. Which, okay. I think it was more interesting that technology. It was more interesting that Black Mirror literally went and got Hannah Montana to play this. Yeah. Like, that was way cooler to me than the entire concept. Because it was like, you can tell they casted her for a reason. She's literally wearing the wig.
Yeah, it was basically their take on Hannah Montana.
Which is interesting, because I understand, like, probably, I don't really understand at all, but, like, if I was Miley, that would probably be a traumatic experience in my life, even well into my adulthood, where you had to literally hide who you were for so long. So I'm glad she's finding new ways to express that, because, you know, the songs were getting a little tired. With like, every year she just drops a worse song. Like, okay, we get it, you're different. Can you come up with something else? And Miley's actually a pretty good actress. I'm not even gonna flame her up on the acting. She was kind of good to me. It wasn't revolutionary, like, whoa, it wasn't Anthony Mackie, but I thought it was gonna be worse.
I think it made perfect sense to have her play this character, and she did a great job at it. But it was like not a very revolutionary episode for me.
The rat thing and the Ashley too, like, oh, like Ashley's kind of like a test animal, and then comparing that to the lab rat. That was kind of cool, but we've kind of seen it before.
Yeah.
What else? For me, what was also interesting was the songs were hits. Honor Roll is doing numbers right now. They have Black Mirror is like dedicated to this. They have an Ashley O EP out, like, like Miley changed her name to Ashley O on her stuff. Like, she's like really into it. What else? Okay, the music video was giving me Focus Problem vibes. And the No Tears vibes with the lights and everything. So they kind of did their homework. They know who's the main pop girl now, and they took some notes. The songs coming from their dreams. I know they some REM stands. So it was good. I think it was interesting because, like, it was wholesome, and I like pop stan culture, so it was interesting to me to watch just because it was pretty and it was, like, nice.
Right.
And I like the wholesome episodes that they do. I'm not a hater on the wholesome episodes. So I honestly did enjoy it. And I like that Miley was in it and everything. I don't really have that much bad to say other than it wasn't like the craziest thing I've ever done.
It wasn't like the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But none of this whole entire season was, honestly.
No. This is giving me very like, what is it? Filler season. Like, the next season will be really good. Last season for me was really good. So, like,
I think season 3 was my favorite because that was the most twisted season.
Everybody loves season 3. I like season 3 too, but I like season 4 with Black Museum. Bandersnatch was weird, so like maybe they were trying.
Bandersnatch. That was like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
But that's the point, you know. So
not even in a good way.
It was in a good way.
It was terrible. It was so boring, and then the parts that were disgusting were just disgusting.
That's the point. That's what they wanted. They wanted people to hate it. I think they were good at that.
I hated it. Like, I have nothing good to say about Bandersnatch at all.
I think that they got that, and they're like, okay, now let's try to treat the girls to something a little more relaxed. Maybe next season they'll go even harder. This little Black Mirror thing on YouTube is not doing anything for anyone. You got Maya Mitchell, her boyfriend, and Lele Pons. That's not going to be doing anything for anyone. But, like, I can see they're trying new things, you know. They're trying, I guess.
Very, I will say, like, wholesome season. It was, like, it didn't hate any of the episodes. I didn't watch them and be like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Me neither.
Like, Bandersnatch was truly the worst thing I've ever seen. But, I don't know. It's not the same Black Mirror that I loved in my lifetime.
Well, like, why are they doing that thing on YouTube, do you think?
To be, like, more, like, accessible to all audiences, maybe.
It's so gross.
Because Black Mirror is, like, such a, like, old white man show. I feel like only, like, old people. It's, like, catered to old people. Now it's starting to be catered. Yeah, but, like, the first season that John was so boring.
Oh, that was boring as hell.
All the, like, the first 3 seasons.
It's because those are the UK
now they're trying
ones.
To be, like,
UK episodes are just different.
Well, that's why they're trying to be, like, global. And now, like, they're trying to be, like, a household thing. Which
English people are upset about. They're raging.
Yeah.
Stay mad. Stay British.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, I don't know, like, how... Do we really need to go to YouTube for the Brazilians to watch Black Mirror? Is it that serious, Ma? Do we need to get Maya Mitchell and Lele Pons for this?
I don't know.
You think they're going to do an episode in different languages? That would be interesting.
Possibly.
Wouldn't be mad at that. Throw some subtitles on there.
Yeah, it would be good if there was closed captions on it.
I like that they're doing new actors. It's just the YouTube thing. Like, I don't think I've ever watched a good YouTube show. So for them to just try to do this is like kind of stupid.
Idiotic.
Unless there's something YouTube is offering technology-wise that will uplift it. Okay. Because, Bandersnatch might have been horrible, but it was like one of the first interactive films. So they're doing their, like, what is it? Achievement marks. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're trying to achieve something with YouTube.
I don't know.
It's just kind of, I don't know where they're going now. Before I would be able to be like, Black Mirror, take the wheel. I don't know what you're doing, but I love it. But now I'm like, it's going to work out.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see.
I guess. I just also think it's been like 2 years since the last season.
Yeah.
Not including Bandersnatch. So this was kind of done for 2 years of work.
It was 3 episodes. 3, I think, well...
That's childish.
I think, like, the acting was great. The casting was great. The visuals were great. Concepts were kind of interesting, except smithereens. But... dry.
Something's missing.
It's just dry. I think they were very strong, like episodes concept-wise, but... Something is off.
Is the new producer or what?
It didn't do anything for me, I feel like, this entire season.
I'm not going to watch it again. Like, I'm not going to rewatch it.
No.
So
maybe I'll watch the Ashley episode again.
It was cute.
But it's like I could watch that and feel fine, but not my favorite thing.
I wish they would have put the rock song at the end on the EP. They only put the pop songs on the EP.
I know.
I was like, wait, but that song's kind of good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Which one was your favorite?
Probably Ashley episode.
Yeah, me too. Okay, last thing. If you had to, like, pitch a Black Mirror concept, what would you do?
God.
We gotta get Black Mirror. I know you're listening to this Black Mirror. I know you are. So, even involuntarily.
Something that they haven't done. I can't, like, plan an entire episode, but maybe they could do something on... I don't know. They could probably... Like, they've done Alexa's, they've done Uber.
They honestly haven't done YouTube.
I guess,
which could be something.
Yeah.
They haven't done, I wanted them to do something with, like, you know how everything, like, you can go live now and everyone can see that? Kind of live broadcasting thing. Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. They've done cloning. Multiple times.
Yeah, I'm tired of the VR. I'm tired of the cloning. Like, we understand. Mm-hmm. Hang the DJ with the internet, online dating, something like that. Something that's, like, normal, but they make it creepy.
They twist it up.
Yeah. Because the VR is already creepy. So you making it more creepy, it's going to be hard to do that.
Yeah, but, like, it's, like, the worst, like, yeah, like, 3D printing and stuff, like, we know that that's like, weird.
That's weird already, so, like, do something else.
Do something that's, like, normalized.
The ones that are, like, Nosedive, where that, like, social media normal kind of, and they make it weird, I feel like those are their best episodes.
I love Nosedive.
Yeah.
So much. I don't know why, that's just a really good episode for me.
It's not my favorite.
It, like, keeps it hooked. You watch that, and, like, you're not bored at all. It's good.
Yeah.
All the other ones are boring.
No. That's a lie.
I'm finna say. It's boring.
I also like the ones like Black Mirror where they, like, connect all the episodes. I like those too. Or Black Museum, sorry.
Yeah, Black Museum was a cool, strong episode. Something
connecting episodes, please. Or something that's gonna scare me. Mm-hmm. I want to do...
They did robots. They did, like, parental tracking.
They've tracking.
Done, like, really cool concepts.
They've done, like, when they hack your computer.
Yeah.
They've done, like, erasing your memory.
Yeah.
Electric chair. Electric chair. They literally did electric chair.
Yeah, they did.
Come up with something else. Give me something. Do something on AirPods, for goddamn sake.
Do something on AirPods.
Do something, babes.
Yeah.
Anything. So, I don't know.
Something.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any rumors. The next Black Mirror thing I've heard is the Little Black Mirror, and I'm probably going to watch, like, one episode. If it's good. That's all, folks.